If you're a Subaru fan, a gearhead, or just someone who wants a car that'll outlast the apocalypse, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the 3 worst and 4 best Subaru engines to drive forever. You're about to discover which engines will leave you stranded on the side of the road and which ones will keep you rolling for hundreds of thousands of miles. We're talking about notorious head gasket gamblers, 6-cylinder mules, and farm truck hearts that just won't quit. And if you stick around, you'll meet the cockroach of the Subaru world, the engine that refuses to die. Let's get started. Worst number 3, Subaru EE20, the diesel dilemma. Let's kick things off with an engine that's a cautionary tale for anyone who thinks diesel and Subaru are a match made in heaven. The EE20, or as it's known in the Subaru world, the diesel dilemma, was Subaru's first and only diesel boxer engine. This 2.0-liter flat-4 turbo diesel was introduced in 2008 and found its way into the Outback, Legacy, Forester, and XVD, mainly in Europe, Australia, and a few other markets. On paper, the EE20 looked like a game-changer. It promised the legendary Subaru all-wheel drive, the torque and fuel economy of a diesel, and the unique character of a boxer engine. For folks who wanted to rack up highway miles and save at the pump, it sounded like a dream, but in reality, the EE20 turned out to be a maintenance nightmare. The biggest issue? Crankshaft and connecting rod failures. We're talking about catastrophic engine damage, sometimes before you even hit 150,000 miles. Imagine driving down the highway and suddenly hearing a loud bang, only to find out your crankshaft has snapped in half. That's not just a bad day, that's a wallet-busting disaster. And it doesn't stop there. The EE20 is also infamous for diesel particulate filter, DPF clogging, especially if you do a lot of short trips or city driving. If you don't get the DPF hot enough to burn off the soot, it clogs up, triggers warning lights, and can lead to expensive repairs. Oil dilution is another big problem. Diesel fuel can seep past the piston rings and mix with the engine oil, thinning it out and causing premature wear. If you live in a cold climate, the EE20 can struggle with cold starts and emission system issues, making winter mornings a real headache. Maintenance on the EE20 is not for the faint of heart. You need to use high-quality ACEA C3-rated synthetic oil, change it every 5,000 miles, and keep a close eye on the DPF. Regular highway runs are a must to keep the DPF clear, and you'll want to monitor the timing chain for stretch. If you're thinking about buying a used Subaru diesel, you'd better have a good mechanic and a healthy repair fund. The EE20 is a rare sight in the US, but if you ever find yourself tempted by one overseas, remember the nickname, the diesel dilemma. It's an engine that promised the world but delivered a masterclass in what can go wrong when you mix new tech with old school expectations. If you want a Subaru to drive forever, this is one engine you'll want to avoid. And if you think that's rough, just wait until you meet Subaru's first 6-cylinder experiment, a true oddball from the late 80s that's next on our list. Worst number 2, Subaru ER27, the XT6 experiment. Sliding into the number 2 spot on our list of Subaru's worst engines is the ER27, or as it's known in Subaru lore, the XT6 experiment. This engine was Subaru's first foray into the world of flat-6 power plants, and it made its debut in the wedge-shaped XT6 coupe from 1988 to 1991. At first glance, the ER27 seemed like a bold move, a 2.7-liter horizontally opposed 6-cylinder, promising smoothness and a touch of luxury in a time when Subaru was still known for quirky utilitarian cars. The XT6 itself was a futuristic-looking machine, with digital dashboards, adjustable air suspension, and a design that turned heads. But under the hood, the ER27 was a different story. With just about 145 horsepower and 156 pound-feet of torque, it was barely enough to move the XT6's unique body with any real authority. Acceleration was sluggish, and the engine never quite delivered the performance you'd expect from a 6-cylinder. But the real trouble started when it came to reliability and maintenance. The ER27 was a complex engine for its time, with dual timing belts, a maze of vacuum lines, and a cooling system that was prone to leaks. Timing belt and tensioner failures were common, and if you didn't stay on top of maintenance, you could be looking at bent valves or worse. Coolant leaks were another frequent issue, often leading to overheating and head gasket problems. And as the years have gone by, finding replacement parts for the ER27 has become a real challenge. Water pumps, timing belt kits, and even basic gaskets can be hard to source, and when you do find them, they're not cheap. If you own an XT6, you know the pain of hunting down parts and the frustration of dealing with a mechanic who's never seen one before. The ER27 is a classic case of a manufacturer reaching for innovation but falling short on execution. It was ahead of its time in some ways, but not ready for prime time in others. If you're a collector or a die-hard Subaru fan, maybe you'll put up with the headaches for the sake of nostalgia. But if you want a Subaru engine to drive forever, the XT6 experiment is one you should steer clear of. It's a rare piece of Subaru history, but not one you want to rely on for daily driving. And if you think a rare six-cylinder is bad, just wait until you meet the king of head gasket failures, the engine that gave Subaru its worst reputation in the 90s and still haunts used car lots today. Worst number 1, Subaru EJ25D, the gasket gambler. Taking the top spot as the absolute worst Subaru engine to drive forever is the infamous EJ25D, better known as the gasket gambler. This 2.5-liter double overhead cam flat 4 powered the Legacy, Outback, Forester, and Impreza 2.5 RS from 96 to 99. On paper, the EJ25D was supposed to be a game changer. It offered more power and torque than the old 2.2-liter, and it helped Subaru compete with bigger, more powerful sedans and wagons from other brands. But in reality, the EJ25D turned out to be a disaster for long-term reliability. The biggest issue? Internal head gasket failures. Unlike the external leaks that plagued later 2.5s, the EJ25D's head gaskets would fail internally, allowing coolant and oil to mix. This led to overheating, loss of compression, and in many cases catastrophic engine damage, sometimes before you even hit 100,000 miles. If you've ever seen a Subaru with white smoke pouring out the tailpipe, odds are it's got an EJ25D under the hood. And the problems didn't stop there. The EJ25D was also known for piston slap, a loud metallic knocking sound on cold starts that could make you think the engine was about to throw a rod. Add in noisy lifters, timing belt tensioner failures, and a tendency to overheat if the cooling system wasn't in perfect shape, and you've got a recipe for constant anxiety. If you own one of these, you know the drill. Replace the head gaskets with multi-layer steel, machine the heads flat, and hope for the best. But even after a full rebuild, you're still rolling the dice every time you turn the key. That's why this engine earned its nickname, the Gasket Gambler. It's an engine that keeps you guessing, and not in a good way. Maintenance is a never-ending battle. You need to keep the cooling system spotless, use the best gaskets you can find, and pray that the next time you see the temperature gauge climb, it's not the end. If you're shopping for a used Subaru from the late 90s, do yourself a favor and check the engine code. If it says EJ25D, walk away. There are plenty of Subarus out there that will go the distance, but the Gasket Gambler isn't one of them. We've seen the worst, the diesel dilemma, the XT6 experiment, and the Gasket Gambler. But Subaru isn't just about blown head gaskets and snapped cranks. There are engines out there that will run so long you'll get tired of driving before they give up. Let's kick off the best with a 6-cylinder powerhouse that's built to haul, tow, and outlast just about anything. Best number 4, Subaru EZ36, the Big 6 Mule. Now let's talk about an engine that's the polar opposite of the Gasket Gambler. At number 4 on our list of the best Subaru engines to drive forever is the EZ36, affectionately known as the Big 6 Mule. This 3.6-liter flat 6 powered the Outback, Legacy, and Tribeca from 2008 to 2019, and it's earned a reputation as one of Subaru's most reliable and capable engines. If you've ever driven a 6-cylinder Outback or Legacy, you know what I'm talking about. The EZ36 is all about smooth, effortless power. With 256 horsepower and 247 pound-feet of torque, it's got enough grunt to tow, haul, and cruise the highway with ease. But what really sets the EZ36 apart is its durability. This engine uses timing chains instead of belts, so you don't have to worry about a big service every 100,000 miles. It's less stress than the turbocharged 4s, and with regular oil changes and cooling system maintenance, it'll easily go 250,000 miles or more. The EZ6 is also known for its smoothness. It's one of the best-sounding Subaru engines ever made, with a refined growl that makes every drive a pleasure. And thanks to its robust construction, it can handle long road trips, mountain passes, and even the occasional trailer without breaking a sweat. Maintenance is straightforward. Change the oil every 5,000 miles, flush the coolant every 60,000, and replace the spark plugs at 100,000. Keep an eye on the cooling system. Overheating is rare, but it can be expensive if it happens. The only real downside, it's a tight fit in the engine bay, so major repairs can be a pain. But if you keep up with routine maintenance, the Big 6 Mule will keep pulling for years. Here's a fun fact. The EZ36 is one of the few Subaru engines that's just as happy in stop-and-go traffic as it is on the open road. If you want a Subaru that can handle family road trips, mountain adventures, and the occasional towing job, the Big 6 Mule is your best friend. And if you're looking for a modern 4-cylinder that just won't quit, you'll want to meet our next contender, the global workhorse. Best number 3, Subaru FB25D, the global workhorse. Coming in at number 3 is the FB25D, Subaru's global workhorse. This 2.5-liter flat 4 is the heart of the 2019 to 2021 Forester Outback and Legacy, all built on Subaru's new global platform. If you want a car that'll quietly rack up 250,000 miles with nothing but routine maintenance, this is it. The FB25D is all about simplicity and durability. It uses a timing chain, direct injection, and a rock-solid block that's smoother and quieter than the old FB engines. No more oil consumption nightmares from the early 2010s. Subaru fixed those issues in the latest generation. With 182 horsepower and 176 pound-feet of torque, it's not going to win any drag races, but it'll get you where you need to go every single day. Maintenance is a breeze. Change the oil every 5,000 miles, swap the CVT fluid every 60,000, and keep the PCV system clean. If you do that, the global workhorse will just keep running. And here's a tip. The 2020 to 2021 Outback and Legacy with the FB25D are some of the most reliable Subarus you can buy today. The FB25D is also known for its fuel efficiency and low emissions, making it a great choice for daily drivers and long-distance commuters alike. It's not flashy, but it's dependable, affordable to maintain, and built to last. If you want a Subaru that'll go the distance without breaking the bank, the global workhorse is the one to get. And if you want to go old school, back to the days when Subarus were built like tractors, let me introduce you to the farm truck heart. Best number 2, Subaru EA81, the farm truck heart. At number 2, we're going way back to the 1980s with the EA81, or as it's known in Subaru circles, the farm truck heart. This 1.8-liter flat 4 powered the GL Leone and the legendary BRAT from 1980 to 1989. If you want a Subaru engine that's as tough as a John Deere, this is it. The EA81 is all about old-school simplicity. It's got a gear-driven cam, overhead valves, and a bottom end that's built to last. With just 73 to 82 horsepower and about 90 pound-feet of torque, it's not going to set any speed records. But what it lacks in power, it makes up for in sheer durability. These engines routinely go 300,000 miles or more, often outlasting the body of the car. Maintenance is as simple as it gets. Change the oil, keep the coolant fresh, and replace the valve cover gaskets when they start to seep. If you do that, the farm truck heart will just keep ticking. And here's a story for you. There are folks out there still driving EA81 powered BRATs on the original engine 40 years later. The EA81 is also famous for its ability to run on just about anything. It's been used in airplanes, generators, and even boats. If you want a Subaru that'll survive the end of the world, this is the one. It's the engine that built Subaru's reputation for reliability, and it's still going strong today. But if you want to meet the true king, the engine that refuses to die, the one that's outlasted cockroaches and Chuck Norris, stick around for the reveal of the cockroach. Let's take a quick pit stop and recap what we've seen so far. We started with the 3 worst Subaru engines to drive forever. First up was the EE20, the diesel dilemma. A diesel boxer that promised the world but delivered crankshaft failures, DPF nightmares, and a maintenance schedule that'll make you want to sell your tools. If you ever see a used Subaru diesel for sale, remember, unless you love living dangerously, walk away. Next was the ER27, the XT6 experiment. Subaru's first flat 6, found in the XT6 Coupe, was a smooth talker but a high-maintenance partner. With rare parts, timing belt headaches, and underwhelming power, it's a collector's headache, not a daily driver. And then, the king of blown head gaskets, the EJ25D, the gasket gambler. This engine powered the Legacy, Outback, Forester, and Impreza 2.5 RS in the late 90s. And it's the reason so many people think Subarus are unreliable. If you own one, you know the pain of head gasket jobs, overheating, and the constant fear of mixing oil and coolant. But after all that, we turned the corner and hit the best of the best. At number 4, we met the EZ36, the Big 6 Mule. This 3.6-liter flat 6 is the workhorse of the Outback, Legacy, and Tribeca, delivering smooth power and long life with proper care. If you want a Subaru that can tow, haul, and cruise for 250,000 miles, the Big 6 Mule is your ticket. Then we saw the FB25D, the global workhorse. This 2.5-liter flat 4 is the backbone of the latest Forester, Outback, and Legacy, racking up miles with nothing but routine maintenance. If you want a modern Subaru that'll just keep going, this is the one. And then we went old school with the EA81, the farm truck heart. This 1.8-liter flat 4 powered the GL Leone and BRAT in the 80s, and it's still running strong today. If you want a Subaru that'll survive the apocalypse, look no further. But there's one engine that stands above them all, one engine that's so tough, so reliable, it's become a legend in Subaru circles. It's time to meet the cockroach. Best number 1, Subaru EJ22, the cockroach. At number 1, the best Subaru engine to drive forever is the EJ22, or as it's known by fans and mechanics alike, the cockroach. This 2.2-liter flat 4 boxer engine powered the Subaru Legacy, Impreza, and Forester from 1990 to 2001. and it's become a legend in the Subaru community for one simple reason: it just won't die. The EJ22 is the gold standard for Subaru reliability. It's famous for its non-interference design, which means if your timing belt snaps, you won't bend any valves or destroy your engine. That's a rare feature in the world of modern engines, and it's saved countless owners from catastrophic repairs. The block itself is either closed or semi-closed deck, depending on the year, which gives it extra strength and resistance to head gasket failures and cylinder wall cracking. With 135 to 142 horsepower and 140 to 149 pound-feet of torque, the EJ22 isn't going to win any drag races, but it's got enough grunt to move a legacy wagon loaded with camping gear or a Forester full of dogs and kids. What really sets the EJ22 apart is its ability to rack up miles, lots and lots of them. It's not uncommon to see these engines with 300,000, 400,000, or even 500,000 miles on the original bottom end. There are stories of EJ22 powered Subarus being passed down through generations, still running strong after decades of use. Maintenance is refreshingly simple. Change the oil every 5,000 miles with a good synthetic, replace the timing belt and water pump every 100,000 miles, and keep the coolant fresh. That's it. No fancy direct injection, no turbo to worry about, no complicated electronics. If you do your part, the cockroach will do its part. And then some. The EJ22 is also a favorite for engine swaps and off-road builds. It's been turbocharged, supercharged, and even dropped into sand rails and airplanes. No matter what you throw at it, the cockroach just keeps going. And here's a story for you. In the Subaru community, there's a running joke that after a nuclear holocaust, all that will be left are cockroaches, Chuck Norris, and EJ22s. If you want a Subaru engine that will outlast the car, the road, and maybe even you, this is the one. It's the ultimate survivor, the legend, the engine that refuses to die. So there you have it, the 3 worst and 4 best Subaru engines to drive forever. If you want a Subaru that'll go the distance, look for the Cockroach, the Farm Truck Heart, the Global Workhorse, or the Big 6 Mule. And if you want to avoid headaches, steer clear of the Gasket Gambler, the XT6 Experiment, and the Diesel Dilemma. This is Tom from Seats and Wheels. Thanks for watching.